Welcome to this special edition of CNTV. I'm Brad Clonch.
And I'm Quin Tran. We're bringing you this episode from the beautiful Chickasaw Cultural Center, one of the sites hosting events during the Chickasaw Nation's annual meeting and festival.
Chickasaw, we are Chickasaw. That's the theme for the 55th annual meeting of the Chickasaw Nation and the 27th annual Chickasaw Festival.
In his State of the Nation address, Governor Bill Anoatubby expressed the unity that citizens share as a tribe.
And let me say, Chickasaw, we are Chickasaw. Chickasaws are strong. We are thriving. We honor the sacrifices and perseverance of those who came before us.
In his State of the Nation address, Governor Bill Anoatubby spoke about the history of the Chickasaw Nation. He outlined the tribe's tremendous growth, employing now about 14,000 people. The Chickasaw Nation expects income from tribal businesses in 2015 to be the most ever earned. Total tribal assets have increased by more than $200 million this year. And the Chickasaw Nation trust funds have grown from about $450,000 in 1987 to more than $22 million.
We've experienced another successful year. We continue to make decisions based on careful research, sound judgment, and as always, what is best for the Chickasaw people. Every dollar is dedicated to our mission to enhance the overall quality of life of Chickasaw people.
The revenue funds many diverse programs and services for Chickasaws of all ages. Governor Anoatubby shared some of the initiatives and priorities that include health care, housing, education, and career development.
We want to give as many Chickasaws as possible an opportunity to achieve gainful quality employment. A meaningful job is one key factor to an improved quality of life. And we continue to prepare our people for jobs with our college internship program and school-to-work programs. We work to offer opportunities for Chickasaws so that they can succeed.
Governor Anoatubby also shared the outcome of a decade-long case with the federal government involving trust assets. The Chickasaw Nation will receive $46.5 million of a $186 million settlement in a case that claims the United States mismanaged more than 1 million acres of timberlands belonging to the Chickasaw and Choctaw Nations.
This settlement actually turns a page. It represents the United States acknowledgement of its mistreatment of the Chickasaw Nation and other American Indians of Indian Territory during the early decades of the 20th century. We continue to actively protect and defend our sovereignty, but we will continue to strive to improve our working relationship with the government and its agencies and its agents.
Governor Anoatubby vows to serve the Chickasaw people. They are at the heart of the tribe's mission.
I report to you that the state of the Chickasaw Nation is stronger than ever. And I truly believe that our nation's future is brighter than ever, and the best is yet to come.
Citizens traveled from Chickasaw country across the state and many miles away to come together in Tishomingo, Oklahoma for the governor's State of the Nation address.
For Chickasaw citizens, the annual meeting is very much a homecoming, a chance to reconnect with their tribe.
It's just, it's a warm, it makes you feel safe and comfortable to be around other Chickasaw people.
Coming to the annual meeting is like a homecoming. It's a tradition for a lot of families. We started making it a tradition probably about 8 years ago.
The leadership that Governor Anoatubby has brought to this tribe and to this nation, and ultimately even to the state of Oklahoma, is to be commended. It's been very rewarding to watch the people of the Chickasaw Nation grow.
Citizens say that sense of family brings them back home to Chickasaw country every year.
The festivities unite Chickasaw citizens as well as other families in nearby communities. Take a look. The Chickasaw Nation Parade is a tradition in Tishomingo.
It's all about Chickasaw today. We are Chickasaw, from young to the elderly.
Families from surrounding communities gather to see Chickasaw leaders, wave to Chickasaw royalty, and enjoy all the sights and sounds of the parade.
It's just so fun to look at them, and I like their sirens. I like the cop cars. They chase people when they go fast.
This is the first parade for these two best buddies from Kingston, Oklahoma. For the John family, this is an annual event they never miss.
It's gotten larger every year. We've got bigger bands and more people. It's just a great celebration for all the Chickasaw Nation.
The celebration stretches from Main Street to the lawn of the Chickasaw National Capitol. The day is filled with fun games, rides, and traditional activities for families. Inside the historic Capitol, people learn the history of the tribe through the exhibits, photographs, and newly published books.
The thing that I value most are the stories.
Dr. Robin Gunning wrote Winona's Story, a memoir of his Chickasaw mother's life.
She had ancestors who came over with the removal, and they went through hard times in the Depression, and they helped each other. My mother went to Bloomfield, the Chickasaw School for Girls, and she got to meet Chickasaw girls that, you know, she hadn't grown up with. She'd grown up around white people, and she said that she felt more at home at that time than at any other time during her life.
Dr. Gunning lives in Denver, Colorado, and says spending time in Chickasaw country renews his Chickasaw spirit.
It's the heritage, the history, the elders that we can relate to, and we know more about the history and the background of our tribe now. The traditions, the legends, really makes you feel good.
The annual meeting and festival events drew huge crowds to Chickasaw country.
There was so much for people to see and do, and opportunities for us to admire the work of talented Chickasaws.
The Southeastern Art Show and Market, or CSAM, featured arts, crafts, and creative works by Chickasaws and other Native Americans. CSAM was held near the historic Chickasaw National Capitol in Tishomingo. This was a great opportunity for the artists to show their work and share their talents with visitors. Beautiful artwork, pottery, jewelry, and handmade crafts were on display.
It's an unbelievable collection of talented artists at this place. All the art, including the youth, the youngsters of the Chickasaw Nation, have incredible talent in art. And I'm so proud that the Chickasaws promote artists in their tribe and in the other southeastern tribes.
The Southeastern Art Show and Market has been a featured event since 2005. Art, culture, and tradition are important to the Chickasaw people.
All of that came alive during Cultural Evening held right here at the Chickasaw Cultural Center. Chickasaw citizens joined in music and prayer for this special ceremony during Cultural Evening.
When we reignite this sacred flame, we remember its importance to our people.
Governor Anoatubby led the ceremony to unveil and reignite the eternal flame. Governor Anoatubby says the flame is more than a symbol. It is a link to Chickasaw ancestors and to the Creator. During removal from Chickasaw homelands to Indian Territory, keepers of the flame preserve the fire in iron and clay pots. These sacred flames continue to honor Chickasaw ancestors.
We view it as just one more step toward our people always remembering who they are, where they came from, what their history and heritage is, who they really are.
Elders see the beauty in the eternal flame that now burns brightly at the Chickasaw Cultural Center.
I feel warmth and a blessing. You know, we're supposed to have the light, and that's what it reminds me of, a light to show us the way.
I think it lives in each one of us. I truly do. The flame within each one of us Chickasaws, that it burns brightly and continues to burn, just like this will continue to burn.
Cultural Evening also featured the Arts and Culture Awards. The tribe honored citizens for their outstanding contributions. The Chickasaw Nation recognized native Chickasaw speaker Sam Johnson with the Silver Feather Award. The Chickasaw Elder is a long-standing member of the Chickasaw Language Committee and co-author of the Chickasaw Prayer Book. He is passionate about the Chickasaw Nation's language revitalization efforts. The Silver Feather Award honors citizens who have committed their lives to the preservation and revitalization of Chickasaw culture and language.
Please welcome our 2015 Dynamic Woman of the Year, Ms. Mary Ruth Barnes.
Governor Anoatubby presented the honor of Dynamic Woman of the Year to Mary Ruth Barnes. She's a Chickasaw author, photographer, and award-winning artist. Mrs. Barnes serves as the American Cancer Society's Director of Planned Giving for Oklahoma and Southwest Missouri. Since 2012, she has raised more than $10 million in estate gifts for cancer research.
I carry this honor because my beautiful mother, June Scott, taught me that I should always, always walk that Chickasaw way, and to walk those Chickasaw trails and remember the past and remember the beautiful things that her father taught her and that she taught me. And my privilege to be here with you and the beautiful people of the Chickasaw Nation and be honored by you is more than a blessing.
The Dynamic Woman of the Year Award was established in 2006 to honor Chickasaw women who serve as role models and make significant contributions to improve their communities and the lives of others.
Mitch Caver received the Friend of the Chickasaw Award. The Mississippi resident has been researching Chickasaw history and sharing his findings with the tribe. He has helped locate and collect Chickasaw artifacts and made significant documentations of Chickasaws in the homelands. The Friend of the Chickasaw Award is presented to individuals or organizations to help preserve the culture, heritage, and values of the Chickasaw Nation. Special recognition is given to honorees for making a positive, meaningful impact on the lives of Chickasaw people.
We take a moment to pay tribute to Chickasaw Nation Governor Emeritus Overton James. He passed on September 16th at the age of 90. Overton James served as appointed governor until 1971, when he became the first elected governor of the Chickasaw Nation since statehood. He helped to lead the Sealy Chapel movement. It was a grassroots movement of Chickasaw people who fought to regain the right to once again elect their own leaders and reestablish their status as a sovereign nation. Chickasaw citizens participated in all kinds of events during this special week.
From culture and the arts to history and sporting events, there's something for everyone to enjoy. Chickasaw elders showed us their athletic skills at this annual sporting event. This was the Chickasaw Senior Olympics held at the Johnston County Sports Complex in Tishomingo. The Senior Olympics featured several fun events. Participants got to do individual and team activities. Tossing games like horseshoes were a favorite. All of these events encouraged fitness and fellowship.
Let the games begin.
The games also got underway for the little ones, with the Junior Olympics also held in Tishomingo. The young athletes from ages 3 to 13 took part in track and field events for girls and boys. There were some close races as the young athletes crossed the finish line. Families enjoyed getting their children involved in the Junior Olympics, which promotes good health and sportsmanship.
We traveled to Cullahoma, Oklahoma for this next sporting event. The cornstalk shoot is a popular activity. It's a traditional Native American sport. There were cornstalk shoot events for both adults and youth. It's a special sport because the archers use handmade bows and arrows to shoot at targets made of cornstalk. The targets range from 50 to 125 yards from the archers. Participants earn points based on the number of cornstalks pierced per arrow.
People of all ages laced up for this early morning event. This is the annual 5K Run and Fun Walk. The route is a beautiful one along Refuge Road in Tishomingo. The winner of this year's 5K run is Chase McMichael. He won last year as well. He crossed the finish line this time in 17 minutes, 8 seconds.
What is the Chickasaw word for red and white?
This was a different kind of competition. It was the second year for the History Challenge Bowl held here at the Chickasaw Cultural Center. Young participants prepared for the competition by studying Native history. It's a great opportunity for the students to explore and learn about their heritage. The young participants were quizzed on Chickasaw culture and history. Chickasaw families look forward to this next event every year.
The Chickasaw Princess Pageant is a very special occasion for young Chickasaw girls. A beautiful stage was set for the Chickasaw Princess Pageant. Young Chickasaw girls participated in the annual event that showcases their talents, poise, and presence. The introductory walk featured the young ladies in their traditional Chickasaw dresses. 3 Chickasaw princesses were crowned to serve as goodwill ambassadors for the tribe. Lauren Key is the 2015-2016 Little Miss Chickasaw. Lauren John was crowned Chickasaw Junior Princess. And Rachel Mealy holds the title of Chickasaw Princess. The strength of the Chickasaw Nation comes from its people.
Generations of Chickasaw people help tell the tribe's story. Here's a story of a family that represents Chickasaw.
Lieutenant Colonel Andrew Allen is a member of the United States Air Force. He holds an 18-year resume beginning with his varsity baseball status in the United States Air Force Academy to becoming the F-35 Integrated Test Force Director and 461st Flight Test Squadron Commander at Edwards Air Force Base. Colonel Allen was the first and only United States Air Force pilot to be qualified in the 5th generation F-22 and F-35, and one of only 2 pilots worldwide to be qualified in the F-15, F-16, F-22, and F-35. Colonel Allen is continuing his service to our nation in Washington, D.C., where he works with the Institute for Defense Analysis.
You know, I've always felt sometimes a little more than I should, but a real natural tendency to want to serve the country that I live in. But I wanted to fly jets, but I also knew I wanted to serve.
His service to community was inspired from his grandfather, Tech Sergeant James Kenneth Allen, a member of the Army Air Corps who left Duncan, Oklahoma at 18 to train and fight in World War II. James Kenneth Allen was awarded the Purple Heart for his service.
My grandfather was my hero. I mean, he was a tail gunner on a B-24. As a 19 or 20-year-old kid, was shot down on his 28th combat mission over Austria when they were going to attack Germany. And he spent over a year as a prisoner of war. And I loved him, and I thought it was the coolest thing what he did. And I wanted to make him proud. I've always found great pride in the fact that my lineage does have military service in it. It's a nice thought to consider that lineage is Chickasaw and the service to the nation.
Colonel Allen's father, Barry Allen, served his community during the Vietnam era, joining the United States Navy and spending 2 years off the coast of Vietnam aboard the USS Haleakala, a supply ammunition ship.
It gives you a sense of duty. It gives you a sense of belonging, that you're a part of something that's unique. A lot of us did it because we had to. My son did it because he wanted to. It brought the ability to just serve our country and to be proud of it.
The Chickasaw Nation honors those who have served and continue to serve. In May of 2015, the Chickasaw Nation introduced plans for a Warrior Society.
The idea for the Warrior Society came about from Governor Anoatubby. You know, for a long time, we've always honored our warriors, but it's actually come to a point now in time where we need to show that appreciation. A lot of our program will try to expedite the connection with the VA and those services available. And we'll be transporting the veterans, making sure that they get those services.
It gives veterans a place to go where they feel safe, where they feel accepted, where they can talk to professionals, get the help that they need, get the medications they need, get the health benefits that they need. I think the tribe is definitely on the right direction.
It's difficult to even find where the services are available for some of our veterans, so making those connections for them, the outreach to get people what they need and maybe get them what they need they don't even really know that they need. So it is a source of pride to be a part of a nation, Chickasaw Nation, that's reaching out to veterans.
We enjoyed meeting Lieutenant Colonel Allen, getting to know him, and learning more about his family's story.
And we've enjoyed seeing so many Chickasaw families come together for the annual meeting and festival.
Citizens are proud to celebrate Chickasaw. We are Chickasaw.
Thank you so much for watching this special edition of CNTV.